Let's look at some adorable kid costumes. Hey everyone, welcome back to the 31 Days of Halloween. So for the last two videos I showed you some really funny Halloween costumes and then some really creepy vintage Halloween photos. So for this video I wanted to show you something a lot more upbeat. One of the reasons I was excited to do this video was because I have two small children of my own. I have a 4-year-old boy and a 1-year-old girl, and I'm crazy in love with them. They are the cutest things in the world, and I'm super excited to dress them up for Halloween. So I already know what I'm going to dress my kids as, but I know it's a big decision for a lot of parents and you could go nuts coming up with ideas for it. So I wanted to help you guys and put some inspiration out there. So here's 15 of the most adorable costumes I could find for babies and toddlers. So first up, I have a great costume for twins. I mean, it doesn't really get much more adorable than this. They're incredibly cute, and if you're a fan of Dr. Seuss, this is the perfect costume for your twins. Now, if you have two small children and you want to do a coordinated costume, here's another idea. Just make sure no matter what you do that pot doesn't end up on the stove. Now, just about every kid I know has at some point or another dressed up as Superman. Here's a really cute twist on the Superman costume. There's something about a really tiny baby in those big glasses that's just so adorable, and I love this costume. So when I was a little kid and I watched the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with Gene Wilder, I was kind of terrified of the Oompa Loompas. I'm not sure what it was about them. I think it was the eyebrows. Something about them kind of creeped me out. I was really young when I watched it, but there's absolutely nothing creepy about this. This is just super adorable. Another great costume for a kid. They're kind of the same height as Oompa Loompas, so there you go. And I love the oversized Wonka bar he's holding. Perfect touch. Now I'll come out and admit it. I love Starbucks, and apparently so do these parents. I mean, right here you're combining one thing that makes you incredibly happy with another thing that makes you incredibly happy. Win-win. And speaking of things that make you happy, I'm not sure how they made this costume. It looks like the cupcake part of it was made with yarn, but the whole thing works. It's adorable. Now, if you're a fan of Lil Wayne, here's another one for you. Is it Lil Wayne? I don't even know. I'm looking it up right now on my phone. Lil Wayne is from New Orleans. So would he be wearing that cap? I'm assuming this is Lil Wayne because of the baseball cap and the dreads coming out of it. It looks like Lil Wayne to me, but if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. And let me know who the girl is with them, because I'm not a big Lil Wayne fan. I don't keep track of his relationships. If you guys remember everyone's favorite murdering doll, Chucky, this is the only kind of disturbing, creepy one in here, but again, the kid is so adorable that he managed to turn this horror movie doll into a really adorable character. And here's one thing that I've found to be true. Every kid loves spaghetti. This is pretty much what it looks like when my 1-year-old eats pasta. Now here's a classic character done really, really well. I present Elliot from E.T. Everything about this picture makes me really happy. They just nailed it down to taking the picture at just the right time with the sky looking so epic like that behind him. This is, when this kid grows up and he looks back, he's gonna thank his parents for this picture. And here's a great costume if you have a lot of leftover toilet paper rolls at the house. Now this could be a number of people. My guess is Ben Franklin, George Washington. I don't really know. Not Ben Franklin. Could be maybe George Washington. But again, it's hard to say because in the 18th century, 19th century, this was a very common wig to wear for a gentleman. This costume gets extra points for being environmentally friendly. Disney's had a lot of awesome new characters in the last few years. Of course, everybody loved Frozen. If your daughter loves a bow and arrow, why not Merida from Brave? If you're into a more retro 50s vibe, check out this I Love Lucy Lucille Ball costume. And lastly, a kid after my own heart, Baby Edward Scissorhands. This is a great one for goth parents or ex-goth parents who might have a lot of old belts lying around. Just put those all together and make sure the scissor hands are nice and soft and safe. Costume, hair, and makeup, on point. Love this one. Definitely gonna have to try this on my son someday. That's it. There's not that much time left before Halloween, so I hope you guys were inspired. If you don't already have costumes for your kids, these are really easy to put together. If you have other great ideas for kid costumes, please let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We have a video going up every day this month. Happy Halloween.